It's interesting you spoke about international opportunities because I was going to go there, but we've all agreed, when I say we, guest inclusive, that the times are tricky. Okay, we are not too sure what we are going into, considering that our debt restructuring program is still kind of hanging in the balance. We are not sure if we'll get our board level agreement with the IMF by first quarter of 2023. Would you advise that people hold on their investments now until all these are settled before we make that move?
Well, it pays to be cautious, right? Especially in times of uncertainty. You don't want to make any rash decisions. I do not think withdrawing your investments now is the best solution for anyone. I think it further unsettles the market. Jobs are at stake and industry is at stake, really. I mean, think of it. For those whose business is to manage funds, if everybody takes away their monies from your collective investment schemes and other investment vehicles you have, what would they be doing when they go to the office? And so naturally, people are losing jobs and all of that. And of course, you shouldn't make your financial decision based on someone keeping or losing his job. But I'm trying to say that if you took out that money today, you put it out there for a reason, for accumulating capital for some project or some future cash security. And the constants of life remain the same. You are investing for some project, you are investing for some health issues, you are investing for some retirement benefits and all of that. If you decide you won't go on with that, retirement will still come anyway. You will still have to build that house anyway. You still have to get those other stuff that you have been saving all this while for. So the solution might not be de-invest or take your money out, but the solution might be that any new money that comes to your hands, you are very careful and analytical where you put it. Because if you keep it at home, the risk is either your house catches fire, it gets burned, someone comes in to steal, or you spend it on things you never really needed. And then in the end, your financial security, which is what you are trying to protect, or financial independence, which is what you are trying to build for yourself, might just go down the drain. So whenever new money comes, if you earn your salary now, and maybe your habit has been save 30% of your salary, save 40% of your salary, if you earn it now, maybe, and I say this cautiously because I'm in this industry and my salary depends on how much inflows that come. Maybe instead of going into something that might increase your risk, you want to play it safe, go cautious. In fact, it's actually now quite difficult because even for individuals who are excused from the debt restructuring, you are affected. But can I suggest that if you are very comfortable with GOG at this point in time, and bonds are valued 40% their face value, 50% their face value, and all of that. And I hear now we've increased the number of tenors for the debt restructuring from the initial four to now, I think 12, which means that there could be short-term maturities.
Yeah.
And so let me just do this simple analogy. Assuming I have 100,000, I want to invest in some government or Ghana bonds. It is not attractive at this point in time, no doubt. But then those bonds, 100,000 worth of bond may be selling maybe at 30,000, 40,000 now, at most 50,000 based on the market prices of those bonds. And so if you bought at 40,000, you are holding out for something, maybe 100,000 in maybe 3, 4 years time, and you are purchasing that at 40,000 now. So 60,000 becomes your return, not interest. I mean, your capital gain over the period of holding that bond. And so even if interest is 5%, 10%, by the time maybe that 5 year time comes, you'll be receiving your principal, maybe you are better off. Those could be very smart ways to play. But by all means, seek advice. Do not do some of these back of the envelope calculation in your living room and or your armchair and then spend your money. Please
Right.
seek the proper advice and get full insight. But I feel that even in the midst of the storm, there are still a lot of things to do, except that we just have to be very calculative about it and then be setting what we are going. Of course, you cannot be very certain with investment, but at least get the needed information that you convince yourself with that you've done due diligence before you go in there.